I don't know. I remember watching it as a child, and I remember it being kind of scary, but also super cheesy. Because,
So,
R.L.
so
Stein.
I was gonna say, so baseline R.L. Stein.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, honestly, I love him. I've always loved the ghost oh my god, I can't talk to it. The Goosebumps books.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Um,
same.
Goosebumps, Fear Street. I'm pretty sure that was a pretty good series. Um, yeah, I mean anything remotely spooky is good enough for me. Of course, to be fair, in high school I was reading fucking Stephen King books, so. But yeah, okay, we're gonna start up. Welcome to the Cold Open Podcast. This is Joe. I've actually grabbed a couple friends for this one. Um, Still joined by my co-host Allie,
Hello.
and then we've got Lance down there,
Hello.
and then gonna say hi, Pumpkin.
Hi, Pumpkin.
It's this is gonna be good. So to get in the spirit of the holiday season's coming up here pretty soon, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been a pretty rough year for me, so I'm just trying to dive headfirst into the spooky stuff. So we'll start off with I wanted to talk about Halloween movies, and I also wanted to talk about horror movies because I think those two things can be entirely independent. So I don't know. What do you think we should start with first?
Say horror
Um,
movies. Keep with the
yeah.
season.
Halloween movies, got it. All
Yeah.
right, bet. So favorite
Ease into
Halloween.
the edgy Halloween shit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we'll start it off nice and easy. So first up, favorite Halloween movie. Uh, I'll go down the list here on Discord. So Ellie is first.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, classic movie. Um, yeah, like I mentioned this before when we were talking earlier when we tried to record the first time
Mm.
until Monster Cat here across the way started blasting dubstep. But anyway, um, yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Hocus Pocus is a movie I've seen in passing. I've pretty much seen the whole movie like through chunks of it. Um, but I think I've only sat down to watch it like once or twice. So
Hmm.
it's not like one of those movies that's super connected to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, on any sort of like nostalgic level, but I do super respect it as a movie.
See, I'm almost kind of the opposite on that. Like, I think it's super overrated. Like, it's still a good movie,
Yeah.
but like it's way out of like proportion of how people feel about it. But it is that way for me because my mom is super into Halloween and she would always
Mm.
like put that on as like her main Halloween movie. So like it does have like that nostalgic value to me and like I still do watch it and enjoy it, but
Yeah. Well, I I,
I
I could
I
only
hate that
guess.
it's one of my favorite Halloween movies.
Well, you see, the trend you'll learn with me is I had very protective Christian parents, so I wasn't
Mm,
allowed lots. So like Hocus Pocus was like probably like I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter or watch the movies
yikes.
Oh my
or play
god.
Pokemon.
Yeah, and
What?
and yet
So
and yet Hocus Pocus, the
yeah.
most like the worst portrayal of a witch you can imagine.
Right. Let
Yeah.
alone they're trying to kill the witch. How is that bad?
Uh-huh. Well, just like
That's
how
why it passed the Christian filters, because it's not an accurate portrayal.
Hmm.
right. Well, that's just like Doom. Is Doom like Doom guy should be hailed as a saint? I mean, he's
Yeah,
murdering demons. Let's go. I mean, come
left
on.
and right.
Yeah. But yeah, Hocus Pocus is good.
Yeah.
It's certainly not perfect, and it's certainly dated at this point, I
Oh
think.
yeah. You
but
can tell its age.
yeah, well, it's like it always reminds me of like it's just one of those Disney movies that shows up around the holiday season, like Halloween Town.
Oh, yes.
There was one where these kids were trying to keep a mummy under wraps. I'll be here all week.
I don't know that one actually.
I can't remember the name of the movie, to be honest with you, but my point is it really feels like one of those like, you know, like direct to Disney Channel type movies that just got really fucking popular, and I really don't get it myself. What do you like about it?
It's just fun and cute, and it's got a talking cat. So
Salem
Yeah.
from the Teenage Witch, you know, Sabrina
Yeah, I
Teenage Witch
mean,
series is my
kinda.
favorite character. So
By the way, I didn't want to interrupt you. On my phone, I was literally scrolling and looking at Halloween movies and found the exact thing you're talking about. It is literally just Under Wraps.
oh my god. Oh, I'm so good at this.
it's so bad.
Yeah, exactly. It was literally just a joke pun that I half-assed
That's
pulled
legit
out
the
of
name.
nowhere. Okay, well,
97.
maybe it could have just been like a loose string in my
Faint
brain that I
memory,
pulled on.
yeah.
But yeah, Hocus Pocus. I would definitely give that a recommend. If it's definitely a cool movie to just like slap on in the background if you're having like a Halloween party.
Yeah.
So you're telling me the reasons you like that movie is just purely because your parents didn't like it?
I mean, I like the witches.
Yeah.
That was just fun. I like the three different ones. And then yeah, I just like the cat, and then the mummy, husband or boyfriend or whatever he's supposed to be. I just remember reading that he put actual moths in his mouth for that scene where he opens it and the moths flutter out.
Oh my god.
And I thought that was pretty hardcore, and I was like,
okay. Oh, I can't remember her name, but it was one of their like ex-wives that cheated on her with one of the sisters.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
that's why he got like the way he was.
Oh, the zombie?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's...
Can't you eat reindeer moss?
I'm sorry, what?
I think moss is a thing people eat, but I'm not sure.
Moths.
Oh my god.
MOTHS, moths.
Oh, moths. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's good. I also thought she said moss, but I remembered the movie, so I knew she meant moths.
I have not been talking because I know nothing about the movie, and apparently I should stop talking.
No.
You're
No, you're good, dude. You're good. Like I said, it's blown out of proportion. I agree with Lance to a degree.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's a good feel good movie. I like, you know, Thanksgiving dinner, you throw on a movie like that. That's what it's for. So I guess now I'll turn the spotlight down to you, Zachariah. Favorite Halloween movie, if you've got one.
Does a mini series count as a movie?
Sure.
Okay. Over the Garden Wall?
Halloween? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, fall in general.
Yeah, I could see that, definitely. Yeah, so who made that series? I've seen a lot about it, and I've seen like the like the art books and stuff like that, but I don't know exactly who that came from.
Like the original writer director or
Yeah.
the producer? Okay. Patrick McHale, he was a storyboard artist on Adventure Time. And Flapjack.
Okay, well that explains a lot of the horror elements.
So I feel like I'm in the opposite boat of him now, because now I'm not going to know what to talk about because I actually don't know about this series.
We should watch it sometime. It's I don't know if I want to spoil anything, but it is about two brothers. One is probably under 10, one is probably a late teenager.
Hmm.
It just kind of opens to them being lost in the woods, and it has a very old-timey feel.
Allie, have we talked about Over the Garden Wall before?
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh, jeez, I swear to God, we've talked about it before. I've talked with Zach on many occasions about this series, and I mentioned it before, about how the fact that the fact that the storyboard artist from Adventure Time sort of like spearheaded this this whole the little series, it really shows. Adventure Time is really good at making a story way like creepier than it on the surface level may appear to be. Because it just makes me think of the Haunted Mansion.
A lot of that is Patrick McHale too.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Haunted Mansion episode, the dinner, in Adventure
Where
Time.
It's one big prank, and then Finn actually encounters a ghost, and then everybody just thinks that he's joking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's not. There's not a lot of attention drawn to it. It's the last minute of the episode, and it's just a passing line. Just and then he's like, that's locked away, and it's just
in the vault.
Exactly. But it was creepy enough for me for it to stand out, because I was like, well, obviously Adventure Time has a lot of pretty heavy storylines. Let's be real with ourselves here. And I feel like that definitely carries over into Over the Garden Wall. Go ahead.
I'll tell a couple episodes that they cut to kind of give a feel.
Sure. Go on.
There?
That's okay. If there's big enough pauses, I can edit it out. It's okay.
Oh, sorry. Did push to talk not work?
Oh, there you go.
That's the first time I've heard anything, so go ahead and start.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're right.
It was a episode about a man who makes dice from the knuckle bones of children, and another one about a witch that takes off all of her skin and then flies around like she was underwater and visits people in their beds.
The fuck?
Oh, what we're saying is this is like meant for me, and I should have watched it when it first came out.
Yeah.
Cough. It's on Hulu. Cough.
Yeah. Very good. Very creepy.
I have already added it to my watch later.
I own it on YouTube, and Amazon, and on
has
DVD.
The disc
so...
set, yeah. Also, you have the books.
There's a comic series also, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll just say that it just feels like something in the 1800s.
Like the time period, or are you talking about just story, like the whole thing?
Just the story conventions and stuff like that. Everything feels really old.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a unique sort of position to take for a cartoon like that. Obviously, it's not based very well into reality, but yeah, I mean, you imagine a ghost in a old creepy mansion. You imagine a Victorian woman in a long dress, or a man in a suit, or something like that. The cliched ghost picture it typically tricks like that. So yeah, sort of like even subconsciously evoking that sort of idea or that feeling is pretty cool. And on top of that, the writing is fantastic. The art direction is really good, and there's a couple parts that are kind of like actually heart-wrenching, if I'm remembering the show properly.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite line from it is, "We're here to burgle your turts."
Ah, yes. Spoilers.
Oh no.
Not really, but yeah.
I know. Okay, and you know what? We're gonna skip me and go down to Lance. I'll go last. So, what you got, Lance? Halloween movie.
Honestly, it's probably the Halloween Town series.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, there was just something about it that when I was watching it as a kid, it was just like really was fascinating to me, of like watching the progression of them being like, oh hey, we're normal kids, wait, we're not, into like
So
them
like,
actually just
the
well,
plot line to every
yeah,
Disney
I know.
live action.
No, I don't. I think it's mostly just a nostalgic element to it,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like that's another thing along the lines of Hocus Pocus. Like you can really tell its age, but I don't know, something just kind of resonated with me that I really liked that
Sure.
movie set.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable. That was the Halloween Town movies were always. I never watched them for a long time. I was not a Disney kid.
Yeah.
To the point to where rather I wasn't into Disney Channel. I had pretty much every Disney like VHS, and then DVDs once those started coming out as well. But I never really followed on with Disney's channel. It was always like live action stuff I didn't really care about. You know, like I'm not gonna sit and watch Lizzie McGuire. Phil of the Future isn't some shit I like. It's just not. And then, but when the Halloween season rolls around, you see the theme song and the Disney Channel, like the Mickey symbol in the corner, and it's all orange, and there's bats flying around. There's a Halloween Town coming up at 5 p.m. on Disney Channel, and you're like, oh man, oh yeah, it's the good time. It's cold outside, the windows are open, and you hear the leaves rustling outside, and you just, yeah. I always had a secondhand nostalgia for those movies, which sounds really funny.
The you never actually experienced it as a child,
No,
but
right.
now you have, and you're just kind of like, oh yeah, I have vague memories of wanting to watch this, but never did.
Right. The only thing I ever remembered was the skeleton taxi driver.
Benny. Yes. Yeah. I love him so much. He just tells bad jokes.
And I think a bit of his spirit lived on in me. It's basically my shtick. Terrible, terrible jokes. I'm just not funny. Fuck.
Oh god.
Segue.
I remembered the spare ribs video.
Okay, listen. If any,
why must you fail me?
Oh my god. Why must you always fail me?
I had to show my coworkers. Oh, that I saw that while scrolling through Facebook at work, and I was like, "Have I shown you guys this video?" And they were like, "I don't think so." And like, it starts out with like the really like, what is a skeleton's favorite snack? And then like they're just kind of sitting there like, what the hell? And then like it slowly gets more and more aggressive, and they're just like cracking up from it.
The fact that this guy is filming this in the middle of a fucking store, screaming, "Ribs! Spare ribs! Why must you fail me?" Like, oh my god.
Smashing him against the wall.
The
guy who can't keep it together. Oh,
yes.
it all just flows perfectly.
Basically me around the holiday season.
So anyways. Sorry.
No.
That's came good. To mind.
That's good. Do you have a favorite? Can you pick a favorite out of the bunch?
Tier list, go.
Yes, give me right now full tier list of every Halloween Town movie. Go.
I gotta remember really quick which one it was, but it's the one where the the son of the original evil guy comes to like ruin Halloween and turn all the monsters normal and all the humans into monsters. I think that's
The
the
only
second
one
one.
I've seen.
I want to say that's the second one.
Yeah, probably. I was gonna say this better not be like the fucking Land Before Time where there's literally 17 movies.
Hey, I need to
I think it
rewatch
is.
that series with Percy.
Oh my
I
God.
grew up on that shit, so will she.
Hello? Oh, wow,
Oh.
okay. I thought I
It
disconnected. My
got real
bad.
quiet.
My bad.
Is
My
Allie
BG.
still here? Isn't.
Yes,
Okay, yes,
I'm
it
trying
is.
to be
It
quiet.
is two that was my favorite.
Oh, yeah, she's trying to be quiet because of kids. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
I've been saddled with a child.
I'm far enough away. I don't have to worry about that.
It's good. And even if there's big gaps of like silence, I'll just cut it out. Like this, I'm gonna cut this out. I'm definitely going to cut this out. Anyway, I can't be arsed. So I guess it leads to me then. My favorite Halloween movie. Oh my god, this is terrible. I can't decide. I literally can't. Like, what? There's Monster House. There's fucking Scary Godmother.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my god, yeah.
Another real quick, I'm gonna mention with Monster House, that movie takes place in Mayville.
It is Mayville, but it is not Mayville, Michigan.
Yes, it's Wisconsin.
Yes.
Way to dox
Fucking-
yourself.
I know. I'm so pissed. Well, no, I don't live in Mayville. Not anymore.
Neither do I.
Exactly. And anyway, you don't know what Mayville. Could be Mayville, Alaska. Could be.
You said Michigan.
Did I?
Did I?
I don't think any of us
I
did.
think it was me.
One of you did.
I think it was me.
Ah,
Because I said not Mayville, Michigan.
I'll bleep it out. Don't worry, I'm gonna edit this whole thing down, and it's just gonna be
Just beep, beep, beep.
yeah.
Beep, beep.
It's just gonna be hi,
Good
welcome to the
luck
Cold Open
finding
Podcast.
us.
All right, that was great, guys. Have a good one.
Doppler sound effect for this an hour. And then...
Basically. Okay, so okay, if I had a knife up to my throat, metaphorically speaking, of course,
Lower's knife.
Yeah.
and I really had to pick a Halloween movie, it would probably be Nightmare Before Christmas. I know I'm a basic bitch. I'm sorry. I'm a white girl. I can't help it. It's just, it's good. It's so good.
You're channeling Brad.
No, it
I
is.
am
but
channeling, bro. I am not a Disney slut. I'm not. Brad's a Disney slut. I'm not.
I've
seeing
never
kind
seen
of
it.
how
Has everyone's been Disney except for mine?
What did you say?
I believe so.
What I didn't.
He was
hear.
asking if everyone's favorite has been a Disney movie except for his.
Oh fuck. Wait, I want to go back and change mine now. Also, none of you guys apparently have heard what Allie just said.
I accidentally cut her off and then I went, oop.
Yeah, she's never seen it.
It's like, I'm a Disney slut, but I guess I'm not that much of a Disney slut.
Yeah, you haven't seen the single most overplayed Halloween movie ever.
I have this gift of avoiding things.
Clearly. No, it's awesome. It's awesome. It spawned this basically monopoly that Disney has on on Halloween products. They've like trademarked Halloween at this point.
That's a Tim Burton movie, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I have this weird relationship with the Tim Burton movies in that I like them now, but like as a kid I was just like, these are alright. They're just
Yeah, I get that. I think his Willy Wonka movie was god awful, but I think it would have been better if Tim Burton had the ability to like restrain himself. Um, I think
Wait,
actually, as a matter
did
of
he
fact,
do Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
yes, he did.
Oh,
Yeah.
yike.
Yep. Well, it was in.
Sucked because it was like more loyal to the books, but like worse.
I don't. I don't. All I know is that
It
like.
is.
No, I'm sure it is, but like visually, my issue was like the visual vomit that was on screen. Like every
Yeah.
fucking building is like a curly Q and swept around, and it just looks goofy as hell. If he could have for just 10 minutes in the beginning of the fucking movie been like, okay, everything is normal. Everything is normal outside. Outside is gray. It's dark and rainy like real England. It's shitty. We hate it. It's bad. And then you go into Willy Wonka. You go Willy Wonka's fucking factory, and then he could be Tim Burton. If he had a little bit of fucking self-restraint, I think that movie would have, at least in terms of its art design and its sort of its like narrative cohesion, would have stuck together a little better than it did.
Willy Funkin' Wonka's factory.
What? Yeah.
Nothing. It's just the way you said it was funny.
I know. I'm tripping over my tongue. I'm sorry.
Change the placing of those words and it becomes a completely different place.
Oh my god.
That's a different tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You
terrible.
have to pay extra for that one.
That's god awful. I hate it. Thanks. But since you mentioned Tim Burton, it made me think of movies that were not by him, but movies that I associate with him because of the stop motion thing. But like Coraline.
Oh, love Coraline.
Coraline is fantastic. A+, 10 out of 10. Go watch that movie right now if you haven't seen it.
I definitely agree with you there. For children,
Well,
it's a little less
It's
applicable, but
it's like genuinely creepy. That's the
yeah.
cool thing about it.
I guess that's the difference. It's just unsettling constantly.
The Nightmare Before Christmas was all directed and like art directed by the person who did Coraline.
Really?
Tim Burton had very little to do with it other than the initial concept.
Yeah, he wrote the
that's-
poem and
yeah.
probably had little doodles, but a poem
He designed
is,
Jack Skellington and stuff like that.
right, yeah. But yeah, that's cool. A poem isn't exactly a story. And let's be honest with ourselves here. The story to Nightmare Before Christmas is not like groundbreaking or special. Hell, there's barely even a story. Jack goes, "Man, I'm bored of being the awesomest guy in Halloween Town.
Halloween. Yeah.
Let's see where else I can go." Dude, guys, fucking Christmas Town, awesome. Let's do that.
They do some weird shit.
They do some weird shit, and then he's like, "Oh God, I'm terrible. I fucked it up because like I just
This
What
wasn't
the
the
fuck is
true
this?
meaning of Christmas.
yeah. What does it mean?" And then he gets blown out of the sky by the United States of America's army, and then
The moral of the story: stay out of the skies of them.
yeah, do not fly over America. Just don't do it. And then he's like, "Wait, I'm the Pumpkin King. All right, everything's cool." And then goes back, and that's the movie. There isn't even a love plot. There isn't even a romance plot between Jack and Sally. It's just Sally being like,
Swooning
hot.
over him. Yeah.
and Jack's like, "I don't fucking care. I'm busy with my shit." Until the very end. Oh, spoiler. Sorry, Allie.
You're fine.
It's not a spoiler to say that movie doesn't have anything going on. It's just
It's about the ride.
yes, it literally feels like
Yeah.
a Disney ride to be on the whole thing.
Like one of those things at this point, like Harry Potter, where I don't really need to see it anymore, and I understand the plot and the characters and like the mythos just because it's so saturated, so it's fine.
Yeah. No,
Not
that's
gonna lie, I barely remember anything after the fourth one.
what, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I
No,
only
Nightmare Before
remember
Christmas.
once it hit Order of the Phoenix, I was just like zoned out.
You know, I think Goblet of Fire killed it for me, to be honest with you.
See,
The
that's what I
plot-
mean. It's like I've seen 4, and then after that, it's just,
I've seen them
those
all.
happened.
I've seen
the
them all.
same.
My problem is like Goblet of Fire's plot is so fucking paper thin that I cannot imagine an author sitting down and being like, "Ah, yes, this makes sense." Fucking
Well,
Harry doesn't put his name in the Goblet of Fire, tells Dumbledore he didn't do it. Everybody's like, "Yeah, okay, cool, that's fine." It breaks the rules. He didn't do it, and also like there's been a lot of shit with with
They just
Voldemort.
allow it for some.
They just
fucking
let it
reason.
go. They just let it go.
It's a binding magical contract.
But
Eh.
then just
just
have him
one of-
lose in the beginning.
I'm just one of those. I'm so sick and tired of like any writing contrivances where it's like the best friend that knows you for years now just doesn't believe you or you don't talk it out. Like I'm also just
Or-
sick and tired of like
Yeah,
it's a
they
misunderstanding.
betray
Let's
them.
walk away. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Those movies were so like, and that's coming from a guy who thinks that Prisoner of Azkaban is the best movie. Like the plot is goofy in
Yeah.
that one too. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
okay, little side tangent about this fucking movie. I love this movie because it entails all the best stuff. It just like encapsulates the best parts of Harry Potter. It's fun and bright and colorful when it needs to be. It has the happy things. It has the nice like the cool bits of magic and the wonder, and then it also has like the dark, gritty. I'm not gonna say realistic, but
We're
the
here
more-
to come decapitate your hippogriff. Like,
Yeah, like exactly, like, and then the whole. I think the time travel subplot. I'm just gonna say it. J.K. Rowling sucks as an author because that subplot existed purely for them to, like, for her to like justify, her not having the balls to actually go through with the things that she wrote down, and lead Harry Potter down a darker, route quicker. It was just more like, no, everything actually turns out perfectly well in this movie. Nothing goes bad. Sirius Black escapes. We know that Pettigrew is a piece of shit. You know, Lupin just runs off into the woods. It's fine. It's fine. We have a literal time travel device that exists for a single story, and that then proceeds to disappear and is never used again.
Well, I think the whole point is that when they use the time turner, like they slowly realize everything that they did in the past already happened, and they were starting to realize that. So they were like, even if we go back, events have already happened and taken place. So no matter what, even if they went back, things can't change because time has already happened.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just creates this B plot.
Yeah,
is
that's
just...
an unnecessary plot, but I guess is kind of cool. Yeah.
I prefer that kind of time travel.
No, I agree.
It's definitely interesting.
I agree with you. I like the idea that they try to go back in time and change stuff, but they can't. You know.
Yeah, like it's already set in stone. They just
They
are
literally
doing the things that didn't make sense to them before.
Yeah, they're just seeing it. They're just seeing it from a different perspective. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, is really good, and I like the framing, like the actual physical, like camera work and stuff. When they go back in time, to really nail home the fact it is literally just them experiencing the same shit but from a different angle.
Yeah.
And it like justifies things that they saw, where it's like, oh, you thought you saw Buckbeak's head getting cut off, but it was actually just the guy getting angry and dropping his axe down on a pumpkin or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in any case, I really like that movie.
Because in actuality, their past selves already released him or whatever.
Right, yeah, like... Anyway, I like that movie. I don't want to talk about J.K. Rowling. She sucks.
Okay.
I'm just glad someone else said it and I didn't have to.
Yeah, dude, come at me. Hashtag fuck Amber Heard. Hashtag fuck J.K. Rowling. I'm in it. I'm in it with the spicy opinions.
See, I don't know the J.K. Rowling
I don't think
drama,
that's a
so
spicy opinion.
I don't know. There's a lot of counterculture, my guy. A whole hell of a lot of it.
you can like the art. You don't have to like the person behind the art.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, tangents of Harry Potter aside.
Correct. Also Paranorman. I think Paranorman needs to be mentioned too.
I think that one is a really cute movie.
So you like Laika movies?
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
You should watch. Have you seen all?
I haven't seen Two Strings yet.
And Box Trolls.
I also haven't seen Box Trolls. No, that one looked fucking like just too much for me.
Is there another one?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well,
Is the Labyrinth is Halloween, or is that just a weird movie?
The
you could say
Labyrinth.
that's Halloween.
Yeah,
The movie
It's
Halloween?
got goblins.
it's spooky.
It's Halloween-esque, but also it's just a fucking weird movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
pretty good. It's David Bowie, co-starring David Bowie's bulge.
God damn, I was about to make the same joke.
Beat you to it.
His balls. I mean his crystal balls.
Yeah, you know, his magic giant crystal balls.
I'm sure everyone knows this at this point, but in case you don't, did you know that he wasn't playing with the crystal balls? He had someone behind him under his cloak.
No,
That's
I
awesome.
actually didn't
I
know
wasn't
that.
aware of that either.
Wow, you way overestimated this party here.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, now we've learned something interesting.
Yeah, hey, fun facts.
I meant more for your audience, but yeah.
Sure, yeah. Well,
I guess that was kind of a neg, I'm sorry.
no, it wasn't. You're good.
We're the audience anyways.
Exactly. Take that, you fucking losers.
He says to himself, basically.
Oh no! Shut up. You don't know. You don't
It's gonna
fucking
feel
know.
weird because I'm just doing this now, and then I'm gonna listen back to it, and I'm gonna be like, God, that's my fucking voice.
How do you think I
Yeah,
feel?
this
I have to edit this shit. Every like terrible joke I make, every moment of silence, every fucking squeaky chair moment I have, I gotta sit here and listen to it. It's terrible sometimes.
7 times over.
Uh,
Probably more.
yeah. Sometimes it depends on how bad it is. Yeah.
Anyways.
All the content that's up on YouTube has been gone through. Do you believe that? I cut out the bad shit.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start a Patreon and offer only the bad shit. And leave the subscriptions
Yeah. You get the other half of the recordings. That's actually.
You get the what is it? The Schneider cut.
Oh yeah, I'll give you. No, I'll give you the Justice League. It's gonna. Oh, it's terrible. Don't get me fucking started on.
all right.
Congrats on that.
I was gonna say Allie is probably gonna be the worst one.
Yeah.
She'll fucking
Yeah,
go
don't
off.
get me started on DC, guys. We'll be here all night.
Yeah.
But the Labyrinth probably works as a Halloween movie because Halloween is about fairies, really.
Okay,
so.
then I changed my answer. My favorite Halloween movie is The Labyrinth.
All right, well then let's talk about the Labyrinth. Fuck it, that's a good movie. It's a
I think I've
really good
literally
movie.
Only seen that movie once, and it was in middle school.
Really?
So great.
Yeah.
Were you in school or?
Yes, it was in our
Wow.
art class.
That is one hell of a movie to watch in school.
If it's in an art class, I can see it. The
Yeah.
Jim Henson angle.
That's fair. God, I love Jim Henson too. Rest in pepperoni, my guy.
I
In
do
any
just
case,
remember it being very weird, so like it did stick in my head a lot of the weird little details.
yeah,
If
like
any of you have, if any of you have Amazon Prime, there's a show called The Storyteller by Jim Henson. That's essentially Labyrinth, but with Grimm's fairy tales.
oh, is it
I've seen parts of it. I've never finished it though. It was good though.
like are there puppets in it? Is it typical Jim
Mhm.
Henson stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm game. I like the little puppets.
The puppet.
I like it when Kermit freaks out and gets mad.
There's giant puppets too.
Like oh hell. Like in like the Muppet Show when there's like just legs. There's just giant legs that go off screen. That big?
No, I guess.
I hate
think
only
it
having memes in my head because I'm just thinking of the video of Kermit jumping off a building.
Oh my god, no! No, my favorite is Kermit, the guy in the front seat. He's just, baby, I don't mind. And it's just Kermit. It's just, it's so good. Anyway, we were talking about Jim Henson.
Yeah.
Labyrinth.
Yeah, the Labyrinth. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
I love the puppets. I think that just makes it because they're like so great and beautiful and detailed and so whimsical and weird.
Mm-hmm.
And David Bowie and eyeliner totally started a phase for me. So thank you for that.
I think he started a phase for everyone at that time. Anybody like you can tell the moment somebody sees the Labyrinth for the first time. It's like carbon dating. Oh. Oh yeah, we can see here their high school photos. Really, eyeliner and the shirt's open real wide, poofy hair. Yeah, probably more so for our parents' ages, but yeah, no,
It just is the emo phase.
yeah.
Well, I was going to say it's like pirate scene.
Wow. Yeah, no, he's not wrong. He's out of line, but he's right. I hate it. Pirate scene.
Why are you booing me?
What?
I'm right.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. Yeah, that's a good one. Like the one that I'm trying to think. All the parts kind of like that whole movie kind of traumatized me because it makes me think of what you were talking about, how the puppets look gorgeous. Dark Crystal. That immediately comes to mind, and the puppetry in that movie, like it's amazing. It's gorgeous. My I believe it was my great grandmother, on my mother's side. She had a fully she had a replication of one of them, one of the main characters. I can't remember what they're called. The little
Puppets.
Oh yes, the little puppets. But it was like the correct size, and it was fully clothed with other sets of clothing and stuff. It was just creepy because its eyes look really realistic. I don't know.
And
you know
therein lies the fear of dolls.
Facts.
More of my random trivia. Did you know that Hoggle was lost in airport luggage for 20 years?
Yes,
I did know this.
No.
Yep, I actually knew about this one.
And when they found him, he was just like a robot FNAF skeleton.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, it was
God.
just an endoskeleton.
That's even more terrifying. Holy
Yep.
shit.
Imagine you're like airport security digging through boxes, and you're like, oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's when I'm noping the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks too, actually, because they, paid big money to like refurbish him, and they didn't go like in-house like they probably should have. So like, I mean, it's decent, but it's obviously nowhere near the tier that he was, and I'm just like, it just bothers me because I look at it, I'm like, it's not It's not.
Like, it's not right.
He had some bad work done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Just a bit.
It happens to all the Hollywood stars. It makes me think of Yoda, the Yoda puppet. Oh yeah, you know Yoda. He was on that ketamine kick for a while. He was doing okay until he crashed this Honda Civic.
Now I'm just picturing that stupid like scene that people use for memes of when he's falling off Luke's back. He's like, "Wah!"
Yeah. Yes, it's literally that. But I believe there's a goofy thing that happened with that puppet as well. The reason why he was used, they used the puppet for like a little bit in the Phantom Menace, if I'm remembering this correctly. I'm pretty sure they used the puppet for the Phantom Menace, and then they fucking melted the puppet's face.
Oh my God.
They just didn't store it right, so that's why Yoda's CGI for the rest of the movies.
I thought they just thought the CGI looked better than the puppet.
It could have been. I may have heard that anecdotally somewhere, but it makes me I really want to believe that they're just like, yes, this puppet is awesome, and then oops, we fucking melted it.
Because they remastered over the puppet with CGI.
At least in the first movie, I'm pretty sure they did the other ones, and they just, because I know for a fact that he was CGI through the entirety of 3.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, episode 2 is kind of a blur to me. I don't really remember it. Like, what happened? What happened in episode 2? Right.
I think that's the one where they introduced the clones, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's literally called Attack of the Clones, but
Yeah.
that's like exactly. So what happens? Like, there's an assassin that almost kills Padme. They chase it. It dies. They find the clones. The movie ends. I don't know. That movie wasn't
The beginning of Django, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. They did sort of.
Is that the one with the arena fight too?
Oh my God! Yeah.
Is that the Star Wars movie that Quentin Tarantino directed?
Excuse me.
Jango Fett Unchained.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he burns down the whole plantation with all of the slavery. That's where he got the name of his ship, Slave One.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
the hell
I'm gonna
were we
cut
talking
that.
Because he won.
Oh, did you know that they actually changed the name of his ship now?
What is it?
Hey, really?
Yeah, Disney canonically changed the name of his ship.
Can we just stop, please?
No, because it's no longer Slave One. It is now the Flame Sprayer.
What the
Fucking
fuck?
retarded.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that
Yep,
sounds
that
just
is
like.
bad.
Ooh, the edgy kid picked its name. Like.
It's because
All half a Kinder egg.
Oh fuck! I don't know why that got me so hard, but it did. Yeah, no, they changed it to Flame Sprayer, and I'm like, okay, I mean, yeah, he does spit fire like once. That's enough, right?
He fucking raps. Yo, I gotta watch this show now.
Yeah, haha, spit and hot fire.
Alright, sorry. I'll probably leave now.
Stop it. That's my job. I'm supposed to make the terrible jokes no one laughs at. Dead silence.
Anyway.
Continuing. Labyrinth. Very good. Very good movie.
Yes.
Oh boy. Well, that was pretty
Horror
good.
movies now?
Yeah, do you want to I was
there
going to
we
say,
go.
do you guys want to wrap this into one long episode, or should you want us to cut it into 2 parts?
We can just record and then you can decide later.
Aha, yes, perfect. That's a problem
that's
for
valid.
future me. And right there is where I'm gonna kick in the soundtrack. Anyway, yeah, okay, so favorite horror movies.
And we're back with
And
part
we're back.
2.
Part 2. Whoa, yeah.
You'll never believe number 1.
Yeah, oh my god. If you haven't seen it, go back. Be sure to click like, favorite, subscribe, click the bell, add it to a
Holy
fucking
shit, remember when
playlist.
favorites were a thing?
Shut up. Shut up.
You know, saying all that actually does boost your likability. So
Oh.
I want this podcast to
As
succeed.
cringy as it is, yes.
Fuck. So that's why I put it in 50 minutes in. Got it.
Yes,
You
yes.
have
Just
to
as long as it's in there.
Somewhere. Yeah, that's fine.
Whoever makes it this far.
Yeah, suffer through the rest of it. Just to get to that one part where everyone's like, you know what? This guy really gets me. I'm going to like this video and subscribe it and never watch another video ever again. That's me. Anyway, we're gonna transition over from the nice nostalgic happy feelings of Halloween over to the part that a lot of people vibe with a little more, and that's the
Big
horror,
spooks.
the spooky aspect, the terror. So, Allie, you're first up on the list again, even though you got 2 fucking choices last time for your favorite Halloween movie.
I'm doing it again.
Oh no.
She has seniority in this podcast.
Yeah.
This is valid.
So it's between The Conjuring, just because that's more recent and it scares the shit out of me. But I really like The Descent. I watched that like really young as a kid. It's when this group of women go into a undiscovered cave, and they're like demented, creepy, blind cave people, and they're eat you, and it's good. I like it.
So it's the Lord of the Rings when they find Gollum, but
Yes,
but
except
he,
for
but
their
he
Like
kills
fucking
them.
kind of.
Awesome.
They're
Alright.
all literally basically just blind golems. Like that's no joke. That's kind of how they're displayed in the movie.
It's so
Goblins.
creepy.
Hey
Because
man,
you think about it, like you're in a cave as is, and it's
Allie
pitch
likes
black.
goblin
and it's
movies.
Allie's a goblin chick. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to change my favorite Halloween movie.
Two
Scooby-Doo.
goblin chicks.
Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
Oh, I didn't even think about Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo
I was
Zombie
trying to
Island.
avoid like Scooby-Doo movies.
No,
Like I
fuck
don't
you.
watch them that often, but I do absolutely love all of them.
Scooby-Doo Zombie
What do you
Island.
mean? That's a horror movie.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, keep going. I'll get to mine.
No. Yeah, I just like it. I don't know where I'm going with this. I think I just like it too because like there's drama before where this is supposed to be like they're all getting back together after like a tragic accident that's already like fucked in the beginning, because like the beginning scene's pretty like, oh shit, no, like I mean, I know it's a horror movie it's like the first 5 minutes, but they kill a kid, and I feel like that's
Oh my
that's
God.
pretty hefty. Like you don't usually kill kids even in horror movies, so
There's only one horror movie that I know of that has killed a kid, and it was that The Blob? It's a movie that Red Letter Media reviewed, and the kids, they're like swimming, and this kid gets fucking disintegrated by the alien monster.
oh, Jaws kills a kid too.
I was about to say first one that
that's true.
came to mind for me was both Jaws and newer, what is it, The Quiet Place?
Oh,
When that kid just fucking gets grabbed in the beginning.
Yeah, that felt
Toxic
bad.
Like
Toxic
The
Avenger.
Walking,
Okay.
that's good.
I can't believe I
The
compared
Walking
that movie
Dead.
to The Blob. Jesus Christ.
It's but The Walking Dead, that's like one of the best scenes when, he's going to that gas station and there's that kid holding a bear and she turns around and she's a zombie. Like that's like pretty like
Aw.
oof. They don't usually show kids, so I like it when they do because it's like,
Mm.
oh, heart stomp, great.
Yeah. As a parent, that gets to me pretty hard. I can't watch shit like that. It hurts. I'm a big whiny bitch. So wait, okay. I get the Descent thing. I've never seen either of those movies, neither The Descent nor The Conjuring. The Descent I can kind of get because it makes me think of like the in France the underground, what do you call those? The catacombs.
Yeah, the fuck.
The catacombs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it just the catacombs?
Yeah, of Paris.
Yeah, that is like that shit's genuinely terrifying to me. The fact that anyone and anything can be down there. They're huge and stretch through like a big part of the city. That's just yeah, no, I'm good.
And not even fully explored.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think
exactly.
about what else could be down there. You don't know.
No thanks.
It's all fun and games until something fucking crawls across the camera screen.
Oh god.
The cave systems that go completely under Kansas. Is it Kansas? No, it's not
Well, that's like
Kansas.
the best scene for this, where they like really showcase the monsters. Like they get in this big cavern and it's like all bones, and they're like, "What the hell?" So they take the camera and they like invert it, and he's literally like standing behind them, like the monsters like
Oh,
creep
in
it.
the Descent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. This is gonna sound so stupid, but the one line that always stood out to me in that movie is when they first lower into the opening of the cavern and all those bats fly out, and one of the girls just makes a comment like, "One bat, ah ah ah, two bats, ah
remember
ah
that.
ah, 50 bats, ah ah ah."
Are you
That's great.
serious?
Yes, that's actually a line from the movie, and that
So
has
they s-
resonated with me for some fucking reason.
It's because it's realistic. People.
Yeah, I guess people just joking around like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I can see that. What about The Conjuring though? Like
Yeah.
it just seems so not scary at all.
No.
I don't know. It spooked me pretty good.
La-di-da.
No, I'm not like, oh, I'm a tough guy. I'm like, it just doesn't like what's it about? I mean,
Don't
honestly.
listen to him. He is completely invalidating your choice.
No. I'm not at all. I just like I said,
I
I don't it doesn't because you're once you get to my horror movie, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Just wait.
Just wait.
Yeah. Just
I think I just because the first one. Wait, which one's the first one? I don't even know.
oh my god.
One
It's
minute.
not just The Conjuring.
Well, I can't remember because I've seen them all and I get them
But
confused.
yeah, I think there's like
Yeah, which one's the plot?
there's a bunch, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Uno momento.
It's a saga.
Yeah, the first one has to do with witches. So if we haven't figured it out already, I like witches.
I was gonna
That's
say there's a
creepy.
running theme.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say you'll love
Oh,
Oops,
there's
sorry.
only
Tracy.
3 of them.
Well, there's spinoffs.
Oh, okay,
That aren't like
maybe
part of
that's
the
what I'm thinking
main.
of.
Yeah, I think I did pretty good because I think the biggest one for me was they did I forgot what they called the game, but it was like clap. I think is literally what it was called, and like they go and hide and you have to clap. Well, she ends up like down in the basement and like trapped down there, and all of a sudden like two hands come out of the darkness and clap like right next to her ear, and I was like, oh, that's creepy. I don't like this.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm actually because I like horror movies, but usually I'm a wuss and I have to like be on my phone at the same time. So I usually actually watch horror movies if I like them multiple times, and I slowly watch it more and more each. So
Oh, so okay, so Annabelle is part of the Conjuring series.
Yeah.
So it's The Conjuring,
It's
Annabelle,
like the MCU.
The Conjuring 2, Annabelle Creation, and then The Nun. Oof, that
Oh, the
seems.
Nun is part of that too?
According to this list that I took 2
Oh,
seconds
yep,
to
a
Google,
prequel based on a character in Conjuring 2. Alright.
I cannot
The Zach Baggins cinematic universe.
imagine. I need a horror movie with Zach Bagans. Bagans?
It's-
I'm sorry, one more time?
He's one of the Sackville Baggins, so yes, it's Baggins.
Oh, he's a Sackville Baggins. What a douche. I know the type. Anyway, so yeah, those are pretty solid. The Descent, okay. Also horror movie. Real quick before we move on, what do you got? How do you guys feel about the cliche? No one makes it out alive trope in horror movies.
Is that a cliche still?
Is it? I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. How do you prefer a horror movie to end? I'm sure it's mostly on a case by case basis, but
Sometimes I feel like I don't like the lone survivor, but sometimes I also do. It really is movie to movie basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, a story for you can't have an ending for a genre. It depends on your story individually.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But yeah, I guess so. I was just kind of thinking, I was sort of like attached to the slasher films where there's always the final girl. Yeah. Okay. Well,
there's so many subgenres that all have their own tropes.
Yeah, that's true. Well, like I said, slasher, kaiju, monster films.
We need to talk about melt movies.
I feel like
movies
for
where
some
people
reason
get melted.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah, it's like a whole subgenre of horror movies.
Interesting.
They ate her, and they're gonna eat me too. That's my favorite horror movie. Trolls. Is that what it's called? Trolls?
Troll 2.
Troll 2, there you go. Classic.
It's about goblins and plants.
Allie, it's right up your alley. I didn't do that on purpose. I realized that I'd backed myself into a corner and I had to commit.
It's okay.
It's right up your interest.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
Put frogs in there would be a trifecta.
I mean, they're kind of like... No, we're not. No.
Is there a frog horror movie?
Tell me there's like a black and white old school like monster movie, but it's a frog. Please.
Well, there's Night of the Lepus.
Well, yeah, but of course that's rabbits. That's what I'm saying. Like, just replace the rabbits with frogs.
I'd make that movie. Does anyone want to pay me to make that movie?
I've got like $20. You can have it.
You need to find a place that sells.
Let's make a backyard movie about like frogs eating people.
You need to find a place that sells feeder frogs for snakes, so you can buy them out like on bulk.
No, we don't need to do that. I have enough frogs that we can let go naturally in my backyard. I won't kill frogs for the movie.
Ridiculous. Okay. Zach. Movies.
Oh, right.
Yep. That's you.
I keep accidentally swiping over on the button to push to talk, and that's what's causing me to blink out. I would say either the Vavitch. When did I cut out?
You said either the Vavitch?
Either the Vavitch, which is actually called the Witch, but everybody calls it the Vavitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or Haxan, which actually means witch, so either way.
So your choices are the Witch or the Witch.
Yes.
Okay.
The Witch 2017 or the Witch 1922.
Oh my
god. I don't know the dates of either of them also. One is a good horror movie about a bunch of Puritans in colonial era, kind of pre-colonial era.
And the other is The Witch.
and the other one is a documentary about witchcraft in the Middle Ages from that is also meant to be a horror movie
Mm.
from Denmark in the 1920s.
Yeah, it sounds absolutely off the wall, but seriously though, the 1920s movie, I've watched clips of it and it's kind of fucked up, like actually.
Yeah. There's like black masses and all that stuff, and there's like old psychology that's
Really outdated.
know what you're getting into, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
When they
And
thought
also
torturing people to get an answer was proper way to figure out
Yeah.
the truth.
I mean they the movie itself condemns all that, obviously.
Yeah, obvious. Yeah.
But even when the movie also being made in the 20s also has its own set of issues. But it's still a quite a ride, and I would recommend it. I think it's in the public domain, so you can probably find it for free. Though there is a cut that has like disco coloration and like funky jazz over the entire thing.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
I would recommend the one that has Dance Macabre played over the entire thing.
Is that so? Is the disco music or the jazz music rather, the disco lighting? Is that the horror version? Is that the?
No, that's the we only have so many pieces of this movie because it's semi-lost because it's from the 20s version. And the other version is the Criterion version, I think, or at least the version they use.
You said Criterion?
Yeah.
What's that?
It is a movie preservation collection. Usually, if something's in the Criterion collection, it's considered like a valued piece of cinematic history.
Oh.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna guess the witch, the Vavitch
That's too new.
is not in there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's some stuff that you wouldn't expect to be in there, but
Friday
I'll
the 13th, Part 3.
Maybe. I'll move to the Vavitch, and that is. I mean, do you know The Lighthouse? Have either of you seen The Lighthouse?
No.
I haven't yet. It's on my list though.
Yeah. It's a horror director that does very good old period pieces. The Witch is completely in like not Middle English, but early modern English. It's about a group of pilgrims who get kicked out of their town, and then a witch slowly picks them off one by one, living in the woods. Or she may not even exist, because it might just be from their point of view.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So it's like psychological to a degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is it?
Because at the end they just discover the abandoned farmstead with like the bodies and stuff, and yeah.
Wow.
It's good.
I was gonna ask if it was supernatural at all, or if it all seemed. Like...
It's up to interpretation.
Oh, that's good. That sounds really cool.
I think it's more fun to say yes, but
yeah.
Yeah, it's that's interesting. I think a lot of horror is more effective when you let and I think this is kind of a rule. If you let your brain do most of the work, it makes it scarier. Typically showing the monster in its entirety is frowned upon, or explaining the monster or fully. You have to leave just enough for it to be a problem for the audience.
Yeah.
A good example, I think, is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
All right. Well.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about your favorite movie after this. Lance, what's your favorite horror movie?
Well, funny enough that you brought up The Thing, because it's The Thing.
It's The Grinch.
Wait. No. No.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Adam's Family. What? Guys, put me down. I'm done. I'm tired.
We're almost there.
Yeah. Okay, don't worry. That's not gonna make it in. Don't worry. I've saved myself from worse.
It should.
It's not going to. I'm promising.
No,
you
no,
right
it's
now.
gotta. Everyone has to get the laugh in.
Nope. That was embarrassing. Jesus Christ. Also, I love the Addams Family. Please talk about John Carpenter's The Thing.
All right. No, I don't know what it is about it. I think it's almost the suspense more than like the actual monster itself of like, oh no, who is the original Among Us, if you will.
Oh God.
The Thing is kind of sus.
Yo, bro, you're acting
Pretty
kind of
much.
sus.
One of you is just staring blankly and vibrating intensely. I think you're about to turn into a monster.
Imagine. All right, guys, call it in. Call a meeting.
But emergency. Funny enough, they actually do kind of
Yeah.
do emergency meetings.
Oh my God. Shit. Well.
It only gets worse the more you describe it.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, yeah, God, that's a classic. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's John Carpenter, so it's. I'm not gonna say that he's across the board perfect, but this movie really, really was, and also the prequel that was made a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, it's not as good.
Yes.
But I will say that they set up everything for the next movie so that you can literally play it, and like if you connected the end and the beginning of those two movies, they just flow together.
Yeah.
It's
I think that part was really well done. The part that kind of got me was the whole like spaceship part of it.
Yeah.
Because in the original, they show that they found like a huge fucking spaceship and then like something buried under the ice. But the way that they do it in the original, it's like it just, I can't remember what it is. It's like it starts raising out of the ground and then just recrashes essentially back down. I want to say.
I don't remember all I remember.
It may not have taken off. I may be wrong on that part. It has been a while since I've seen the 2011 version.
Yeah, I've only seen the 2011 version one time. And a little fun fact that I know about this one that I'm sure some of you guys probably know too, but apparently they had intended to shoot that movie with the monster having practical effects. They intended to, and they shot a lot of the scenes with practical effects, but I think it could have been the studio. Somebody
the
was
studio
like,
thought they looked fake.
Yeah, the studio's like, no, this looks terrible, guys. CGI it. It'll look way better. And it's
trying to
cliched.
keep true, and then it's just like, bruh, get out of the fucking, or get into the decade, I guess.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing is like it ends up looking a lot worse. Just in terms of the overall design of the monster. And don't get me wrong, like there's some CG that's like pretty good. But there was something about the actors being able to physically interact with the creature, and that just really put it over the edge. The body horror was, and it's good. Like, I mean, to be honest with you, putting those two movies together gives you just one long, really good movie. Honestly. Yeah, I mean it's a classic, and the whole idea about the people who have the shine in their eyes are still human. Like that's, I don't know if that was ever confirmed to be.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, if you go back and watch it, the humans that don't have a shine in their eyes they're the alien.
Hmm.
Spoiler, I guess, if you're looking for it, that kind of spoils the movie
No,
for you.
It's been a while since I've seen the 2011 one, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
I don't know if
but-
they do it in the 2011 one.
Oh, you are talking about the original?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm gonna have to rewatch the original then, because I don't remember that small detail.
Yeah, it to the point to where at the very end, how you can't really tell, like, you're like, oh well, is it one of these two?
Which one? Yeah.
Right. Well, you can tell, like, if you believe in the eye shine.
The eye theory.
Yeah,
In the heart of the cards.
if you believe in the heart of the cards, you might be able to draw Pot of Greed and get Exodia on turn 1. It's possible.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, dude. Fucking, I hate that video because that's why Pot of Greed is outlawed. Right there. Oh, it's terrible. No counterplay. Oops, I just get to draw 2 cards. That's it.
Oh no, I derailed.
Yeah, no, you derailed hard. No, if we had Brian in here, he could go on for hours on Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm not huge on Yu-Gi-Oh, so
I like it, but I'm not very good at it. But yeah, so that theory really, it's really interesting. I don't know if it was ever confirmed by anybody, but in any case, the cool part about that movie is the tension is fucking palpable through the whole movie. And the beginning of that movie is phenomenal because it's just like they give it away. They give away the beginning. If you can just what are they Danish or Russian or something?
Oh, I want to say like Swedish.
They're Swedish. I can't remember what.
They're some kind of Scandinavian.
Okay. But in any case, if you just knew the language that they spoke, when they're running, they're like, the dog is the monster, guys. Just kill the monster.
Yeah, no, I remember that if you actually translate it, that's basically what it is, but no one can understand them.
Right, so they're just like, there's a bunch of psychos. But yeah.
Right. They speak a foreign language. They must be psychos.
Exactly. Well, they're chasing
they
a dog
kinda
through
are
the snow.
just shooting at people, so...
Don't they kill somebody in the beginning?
They don't kill them, but they like shoot them in the leg or something.
Yeah, okay.
And that's what makes the other people start to shoot at them.
Right.
Because they were just irregarding the other people's safety to kill the dog.
Disregarding.
Is that dungeon in Fallout 4 supposed to be a reference to that?
There's a dungeon in Fallout 4.
It's a container ship full of like Norwegian people that are like immediately hostile to you.
Huh. I have no idea. That would be a
Anyway,
fantastic
continue.
callback. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't. Oh god, I don't particularly like Fallout 4. So. Okay, we're not.
Okay. I derailed it again. So.
Yep. No, we're not gonna. That's fine. But yeah, so that's a fantastic one. So now I guess I have to talk about mine.
If you're so burdened, you know.
I really am
The
because
Grinch.
He's just gonna keep bringing that up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just I'll be sure to get right to the point, and talk about the movie that is the subject of this podcast. This current
The Grinch.
my favorite horror movie, the Grinch. Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Thank you.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay, it's actually a toss up between it's either the first Scream movie.
That's a good one.
What'd you say?
I said that's a good one.
Yeah, it's really good. Either Scream or oh god, I forgot what it's called. Fourth Kind?
21 Ghosts.
Oh. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I had a
Close
discussion
Encounters
with my
of the Third
coworker.
Kind?
No, it's just called The Fourth
No,
Kind.
yeah. It's about aliens.
It's specifically about alien abductions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is Close Encounters.
Well, sure, but you know,
It's by no
Seen
means a
any
horror movie.
owls
though.
lately,
Right.
Joe?
what's that?
I said, seen any owls lately?
Oh, don't you fucking do this to me right now.
I have actually a legitimate owl.
Specifically
That's great.
outside your window,
Has to
staring
be-
into your fucking soul.
Has to be a
No,
barn
that
owl.
would be too creep.
Has to be a barn owl. Has to be a white barn owl.
Jesus.
So that movie. Okay, we'll talk about that one because honestly, the one that I'm sorry, I'm real bad at these. The movie that fucked me up the most was I believe it was called A Fire in the Sky.
That one I don't know.
Old school alien abduction movie, practical effects, genuinely horrifying to watch, and it's just look it up. I don't know. I can't. There's nothing I can say that will like soften the blow for that movie. So just try to go watch it. But The Fourth Kind really, when I was younger, I didn't understand the concept of adults lying to me. So when a movie says based on true events, what they
Yeah.
mean to say is this has literally never been based on a single true event ever.
Cough, Paranormal Activity, cough, all found footage films, cough.
Zach Baggins.
Cough, Zach Baggins, cough, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, cough, it's just but the idea, the very thought, the concept, if you will, that this stuff could be real, fucking terrified me.
Yeah, no, I understand that completely. The Fourth Kind really fucked up me and my cousin.
Yeah, I mean, it's so the whole concept is this psychiatrist who works in Alaska, and she sort of catalogs all the work that she does talking with patients, and the setup is that there are like there are quite a bit of people that go missing in Alaska. And my thought process was, well, yeah, there are bears and moose
It's Alaska.
and ice and like it's
A lot of booze.
booze, much drunk, mini drink. And also it's fucking daylight 2 or 3 months out of the year as opposed like there are months of just no light. Seasonal depression is a bitch. Just a lot of actual real factors. But they're like, but what if aliens? And I was like, yeah, but what if aliens, right? And that's the movie. That's the whole movie. But what if aliens, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's not a good movie, and it's especially worse when you look back and at the fact that they use like cases of like real people's cases, and are like, yeah, well, he may have like murdered his family and also himself, but you know who made him do that? Aliens. It was the aliens. They did it. They abducted him. So, but barring that, I can accept the fact that it's terrible, and it can still unsettle me to the point to where the most terrifying thing to me as a kid was imagining a fucking gray alien just like peeking around a corner or like standing and staring at me through a window, something like that.
And just doing gremlin things.
Just doing gremlin things. Like, honestly though, if I had like faster than light travel and I found another species, I'd fuck with them too. So,
Oh, fuck with them.
oh yeah, real hard.
You know what this reminds me of?
We have no Prime Directive. Sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
But have you guys ever seen like the series on Animal Planet that was called Lost Tapes? Because this reminds me of that.
Yes.
That
Yes.
fucked Yeah.
You just unlocked a fucking
Oh,
hidden. You
no.
just Jimmy Neutron brain blasted me just then. I just got a fucking. I just got like a nostalgia memory unlocked because I fucking forgot that show existed.
Hmm.
Oh, hold on. I'm
Yeah, I
putting that
think
on.
the biggest ones I remember is the Chupacabra one and the one where they were like in a lake and there was like a squid monster that was eating them.
What the
That show messed me up as a kid. That was unnecessary. They should have not put that
Squid
on Animal
Monster?
Planet.
Now I'm intrigued. What
Yeah,
was this
Yeah.
again?
there's like a
Lost
Kraken.
Tapes.
There's like a Kraken episode. Um, and it's Animal Planet. It was old school Animal Planet. So, um,
Before they found the gold mine of vet shows.
Yeah.
yeah. But they do stuff like Lizard Men and the Jersey Devil.
Ooh.
Yeah, I really liked it. I've always liked shows like that though. To be honest
It
with
was
you,
sorry, go ahead.
no. I'm just rambling again.
Oh my god, some of these look so cheesy.
No. They're absolutely. They're not.
They're like found footage.
Yeah.
Quotation.
Mm-hmm.
But could it be real?
But
Well,
what
it
if
started after the whole
Chupacabra did?
Megalodon
Yeah.
thing. That's why, like, because I thought when I was a kid and watching Shark Week, I like for like a couple years, it's like the Megalodon is real, and then I actually did research, and I'm like, I'm fucking dumb. Move
Yeah,
on.
that was me with the Animal Planet dragons fantasy made real movie. I was like, oh my god, look at him, he's actually cutting open a carcass. Look at him. Little did I know, special effects are
Durgan.
he's Durgan. He's a cold Durgan.
Oh god. Speaking of Animal Planet and
Durgan
things
go
like
burr.
this, I can't remember what the show
Durgan
was,
Unchained.
but they did like little CGI movies and like they went around just talking about like mythological creatures and stuff, and they would always just throw
what you're
like
talking
CG like oh there was the creature in the background and stuff like that. Cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, but I really liked that show.
That feels like Lost Tapes.
All kinds of things, yeah.
Because Lost Tapes I believe would do that too, where it's just like, oh man, like there was a Bigfoot walking through this area. Look, and then the camera would pan over and it's just like very
Not-
terribly rendered Bigfoot, and it's like in front of all of the trees and stuff it's supposed to be walking past, and
It wasn't
He-
quite like that. It was always like, oh, they're leaving an area and there's like a little thing in the background. Like they never pay attention to it.
right, yeah, it's like you literally caught it out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah.
It's the dancing alien gif.
Yeah, but now unfortunately all I can think of is him doing the default Fortnite dance.
Yeah.
Oh, it's playing in my head right now. Anyway. Yeah, no, the Animal Planet series, Lost Tapes, very good. If you honestly, it's the same vein as the as Ancient Aliens for National Geographic or History Channel rather.
Mhm.
It's just great. It's just good. I love it. Yeah, don't look at it and be like, "Oh man, like these costumes look like shit." Yeah, they do.
Costumes?
Yeah.
Yeah, some are
I hate-
costumes,
I
some are
hate-
not. It depends on what they're doing, because some of them it's like they don't show the monster because, and
Okay.
some of them they do. It just kind of depends.
I was
Remember
gonna
that
say,
Tracy
I hate to
Morgan
break it to you,
show where he scared people.
but wait, what now?
I think it was on Sci-Fi. Tracy Morgan, I'm thinking of the right guy, right?
Oh, yeah, the whole shtick was that they would put people in situations and scare the piss out of them. Like, hey, you got a new
Yeah,
job
yeah.
out here in the middle of the woods. You work as a lab assistant. Oops, the head scientist accidentally spilled some of his science juice on one of his buddies, and now he's a rat, a giant man-sized rat. And then he would just scare the shit out of people, and Tracy Morgan would pop out at them. He'd be like, "Ha, got him!" Like that's it, right? That's the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called. Scare Factor?
Fear Factor?
No, not Fear Factor. It was
No.
Scare Tactics.
Scare Tac. Yeah, okay. That was where I was
Yeah,
going
yeah.
next.
Yeah, Scare Tactics. I wonder if that's still a show.
I don't think so.
No.
Not nowadays, at least.
1 second.
Okay, I'll just put a pause there.
I am still trying to rack the depths of my memory to try and figure out what the fuck this one show was called.
Which one was? Oh, yeah.
Something about mythical creatures, and they just do like little short videos, and they go out and ask people like, oh, like the one in particular that I'm thinking about is the Kraken. Like they go out and they look at a live specimen of like a colossal squid as like a reference. They go out to a beach and they're like, oh, it's depicted as having like 100-foot long tentacles or whatever. So then they like measure out 100 feet in the sand and they're like, holy shit, wait, this is kind of fucking big.
Okay, it's not the one where they get videos and try to disprove it, right?
No, it is purely that they are trying to collect data and they are trying to do their best to make essentially just like a little CGI movie of how they feel it should look. I cannot for the life of me remember this fucking show, but I remember watching the hell out of it because I thought it was cool.
Want to know a good horror movie? My cat being a fucking asshole.
Yikes.
And why is that?
He bit me because I wouldn't pet him.
Oh my god.
Now, is that a horror movie of a cat that just like pushes things off of like things and like kills people with
Well, it could be a horror movie. You could become a werecat now.
But it's not like a mean, vicious cat. It's just a cat that like pushes glasses off of counters and like dumb cat things. But that ends
like
up
a chain
killing
reaction.
people.
Yeah.
Like
So
unintentionally.
pure
That's what it's
chaotic
supposed to
evil.
Yes.
be. Like somehow he like pushes like electronics into the bathtub or stuff like that. Like
Oh
he
my
kills
God.
all, you know what I'm saying? Like he kills all his owners on accident.
Oh, I get you now. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's like Final
Starts the
Destination,
show.
but
I
it's
was
just
about
a
to say
cat.
it's
That's-
Final Destination, but it's a cat doing everything.
Give me money, I'll make a movie.
And it's great, and it would be great because it's literally just like the police, and they're all like, "Oh, this serial killer's striking so fast, we can't find out who it is. We have no idea what's going on," and they never figure out it's the cat.
Oh, I was about to say, I imagine that they're like standing and looking over a dead body, and a cat just like boops a bowling ball off of a fucking shelf, and it just like crushes the cop's skull in.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
At the end, you need someone that's aware that like understands that the cat needs to be watched or something, that they can like quell this chaotic neutral demon. It just wants belly rubs. Because my cat likes belly rubs. It's really weird. He's not fucking biting me.
If it makes you feel any better, this show, Lost Tapes, it has a 76% fresh audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. So
Yeah, I remember it actually
be
not
worse.
being that.
That's okay.
it is lukewarm at best. It exists, you know. Anyway.
Did you know the movie Ants has a 98% rating?
Holy fuck, are you serious?
The animated one?
I hate that
Yeah.
movie.
Which ants?
The DreamWorks one.
Because there's like 3 different ones, isn't there? There's the one for Disney, and then there's the one that's
Oh
like.
yeah, but that's a
Well,
Bug's
there's
Life.
a Bug's Life.
Oh.
The one called Ants with the scary looking ant people.
The terrible, terrible ants. The first and
Stallone.
last.
It's got Stallone. in it.
The first and last Woody Allen voice acting movie. Period.
He did an okay job.
Yeah, no, he did fine. I just hate I hate this movie. I hate the design of the ants. I hate the plot. I hate that like a bunch of ants get like murdered in the beginning, and like there's one that literally gets decapitated, and you're like, it's funny because his head isn't attached to his body, right? It's just uncomfortable to me. The whole movie is. But I don't particularly like Bug's Life either. Hey yo.
Holy shit! I found it.
Oh, what's it
It's
called?
Beast Legends.
Beast Legends?
There's literally one season of it.
Oh, good.
It's just very like cheesy CGI creatures, but that was the point. Is that their entire thing wasn't that they were trying to say like, oh, this is a real thing. They're like, oh, it could have derived like its mythology from this and that, and we're taking the Griffin. They actually take footage of like a lion, and they're like, all right, well, we can use this to incorporate in the CGI footage and stuff like that.
So you're telling me
Let's catch a lion and put one of those rubber bird masks on it.
It wasn't catch a lion. They had a tamed lion just run across for their camera to record, but
they didn't need to tame a lion for that. They could have just tossed out like a gazelle. It'd been fine.
Haven't you seen?
anyways,
Roar?
I'm sorry that it was really irking me because I never remember the name of that show.
Apparently it aired on the History Channel, and then
History Channel, that's what it was.
well, okay, it was the Canadian History Channel,
Yep.
and then the United States Sci-Fi Channel.
That's why I religiously watched the Sci-Fi Channel as a fucking kid. That would be why.
Same. Listen, I watched that, and then there was the other. Oh, what was the Factor Faked. Factor Faked. That was my
holy
shit.
Yes, I loved the shit out of that show.
You ever realize how big of
You cut out immediately.
You ever realize how what?
You ever realize how big of stars real estate agents are these days?
What?
Just my favorite line from that show.
Oh, I don't particularly remember that one specifically, but
It's in the meme video of him. Jonathan Frakes asks you a random question.
oh my god, wait, it's not called Factor Faked.
Yeah, it is. It's
No, it's
Factor
not.
Faked Paranormal Files, isn't it?
No, that's a totally different show.
Wait, oh, well, one of you thinking
Oh,
of that?
I'm thinking of. Am I thinking of something different?
No, you're thinking of the right thing. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Factor Faked is the one where they would take people's like UFO videos and try to recreate them and stuff.
Yes.
That's not what I was thinking of.
Okay.
What was the one with Jonathan Frakes?
I don't know.
Factor Fiction?
Factor Fiction. God damn it. Yes.
Beyond Belief?
Beyond Belief.
Sci-fi.
Oh, Beyond
yeah.
Belief. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know that one.
Jesus
God damn it.
Christ. That was terrible, guys.
Wrong.
Gotta love when
It
you
never
think you
happened.
know what you're talking about and then it's something completely different.
Wrong. It never happened. Our writers embellished that one.
A similar story did happen.
Ugh. Yeah, okay, so ironically enough, I was thinking of Factor Faked earlier. I couldn't remember the name. Now I have the name of it. There are some of those episodes that are in Factor Fake that I think are really cheesy and bad, where they're like, I'm gonna recreate a UFO on camera with 2 bits of fucking a cardboard box and a light bulb. It's like, okay, But then there's the ones where they look at the this is where I saw the episode on the Encino Nightcrawlers.
Yes, the little two-legged things.
Yes, the little two-legged bitches in bed sheets. They're like bed sheet ghosts, except
legs.
they have legs. Yeah,
Yeah, and no torso.
I love those boys. They're my favorite paranormal creature.
I was talking without pushing a button.
Yes.
Oh, yike.
They're bedsheet ghosts, but they're wearing pantsuits instead of dresses.
Yes, exactly. Yes, Fact or Faked is really good. Beyond Belief is also really good. There is a movie. There's an episode. Jesus Christ. There's an episode of this show that to this day fucks me up. It traumatized me and my sister to such a degree that we like ran to see our mom, and like I was like 10. I wasn't like, I was young, but I wasn't like a little kid, if that makes sense. Like there's a point to where I stopped like getting scared at shit like that.
Yeah.
There's an episode where so the whole plot of the show is that they'll show short stories, and then you sort of have to guess which ones are real and which ones are fictionalizations. And you know, after I think there's like 5 or 6 stories that they show. I can't remember how many. But they'll show them, and then again, like I said, you know, after it would show, you'd have Jonathan Frakes and be like, "This one's true, every bit of it," and it or nope, didn't happen. We made it up, and it was fun to play along. Because most of them were
also,
like,
you made dad jokes and absolutely loved making dad jokes.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, as a dad, I literally cannot help myself. I'm contractually obligated. But so there's an episode where effectively this woman was super vain, and she just had a really like, she just was shitty with everybody. And I unfortunately, it's been so long since I've seen it, I don't remember the fine details, but at the end of the episode, everybody was like, when you look at her, she's like beautiful, and everybody was super into her in the beginning, but at the end she like does something, she like makes a wish or something like that, and everybody sees her as being like really gross, I guess. And then it shows her face, and then she looks into a mirror, and it is the most terrifying, like genuinely unsettling face you could possibly imagine. And then she looks away from it, and it's her normal face. Like, it kept her face and the horror face in the same shot, and it like the bottom of my guts dropped out from underneath my chest, and I me and my sister ran out into the living room. We're like, dude, mom, holy fuck, what was this? What? Like, it scared the shit out of us. I'm gonna have to find the episode.
A week.
Yeah, it really felt like that, like genuinely. Oh, it was so bad. I'm definitely gonna have to find the name of it. Yeah, it's a good, it's definitely a good show. I like it. Yeah, so, yeah, I think that about covers everything. Anything else anybody wanted to mention or talk about?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Don't know.
Yeah, I've pretty much took the spotlight for this second half, so I'm very sorry.
No, you're good.
It's your shit.
Yeah, that it is.
Wow, way to make him feel confident about doing this.
You're goddamn right.
It's your stuff.
Okay, yeah. We
show.
all heard it. You can't go back on it now.
No,
Never
you can edit
realized
it
that
out.
Your stuff
Oh.
is stuff, and everyone else's shit is shit.
Wait. I can. I have the power of God and editing on my side.
You want me to give you a few voice clips? Just randomly
no,
throw
no, don't worry. I can intersplice something, I'm sure.
poggers.
That's what the kids say, right? Poggers. I slowly pan over my
love
view over to the
cock.
over to the Discord chat, and I have written poggers twice in this chat that I can see.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even reading that.
The kids play that fork knife.
Fork knife, let's go. Loot boxes, right? Wait, no, there's no loot boxes in Fortnite.
No, there's not.
Isn't that what the pinatas are?
Or what is it?
No, they have like battle passes. That's their thing.
Oh fuck.
So actually, no. So this brings me to a story because I was going to mention it to Joe because it pissed me off.
Oh,
But you're here, so you all can hear it.
good.
But
Cool.
so my brother-in-law likes Marvel just as much as we do. So I was telling him about Shang-Chi. And I made the comment that like I really liked the movie because for once the male protagonist and the female protagonist were not forced into, a love interest. Like they weren't forced love interests.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you
And-
at the end of the movie you couldn't really tell if Disney was they were so like, okay, let's see what they do. Let's see what the audience does about it. So they didn't
Mhm.
really commit to it, which was pretty nice. They didn't like make out or anything. They just kind of hugged.
Mhm.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was like platonic. It was like best friends.
Yeah.
So I was at my niece's birthday party during all this, and his like neighbor, who's probably like, what, 35, 40, not even that. He's like, what do you mean by forced love interest? Kids these days, I don't get it. And I'm like, excuse me? Like, what do you not understand by forced love interest? That's not my generation. That's just bad writing, you dumb boomer. I'm so
Oof.
pissed.
You fucking boomer. How old are you? 5 years older than me.
Yeah, like he was legitimately acting like I was some like 12-year-old. I'm like, asshole, I'm 20 fucking 6. I own my own house, my own car. I pay my own bills. I fucking drink. I vote. Like, fuck off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are people. Yeah, I hate the this generation comment. That's pretty rough because not only is that a broad generalization, it's also just patently false. I know a lot of people my age that are very dumb and make bad decisions with voting, so it's not just. It's not just. No, that's just ass backwards thinking.
And then what else did I say? Oh, I mentioned our podcast, and I was like, I joked. I was like, it's pretty cringy though. And the same, he's like, what's cringy? I'm like, what do you mean, what's cringy? Open a fucking dictionary. It's an actual word, you dumbass.
Yeah, it's not slang. I
Literally.
didn't make up the word cringe.
Yeah, it's legitimately cringe. Like, I was so confused. I was like, here, let me pull up my phone and give you the textbook definition for you, because you apparently don't know English.
Yikes.
So I was
Sounds
triggered.
combative.
Yeah, I was not happy at all.
I was gonna deck some guy over the definition of the word cringe.
At an 8-year-old's birthday party.
Yeah, that's appropriate. That's definitely appropriate. I could see that happening.
It's just so weird.
All the best fights happen at children's birthday parties.
It's
They
true.
do.
It's true.
Ugh.
On a completely unrelated note, a kid is just as good at opening a piñata as a small wooden bat.
They actually did a piñata there. It was pretty rough. My nephew almost got like taken out once with the bat. I
Oh,
was like, oh
God.
god, I can't watch this.
Oh yeah, season of the spooky. Ready for people to start getting taken out one by one.
Yep.
That's how this shit works.